My name is Jonathan McDaniel from Popka Christian Academy, and I'll be performing an original sermon titled Hats Off. Hello, my name is Jonathan McDaniel, and my parents raised me to be respectful. I'm sure I'm not the only one here who has parents like that. Does anyone else have parents that raised them to be like that? Yeah, I thought so. Well, thanks to my parents, I consider myself to be quite the gentleman. I'm always first to help carry something for someone, even if it means I get in everyone's way and knock them over. But hey, I help carry their stuff. When someone prays, my hat goes off, regardless of how bad my hat hair may be. And one time, I even held the door open for what felt like 30 minutes. My parents had already gone to the car and were honking at me to leave, but more and more people just kept coming through. Has that happened to anyone else? It was like a stampede, but hey, I earned some serious gentleman points that day. I was also raised to respect those in authority, so that's exactly what I've always done. It's just the way I was raised, and that's important to me. As I got older, however, it became more involved with things outside of my homeschool life and church. I began to realize that this was not the norm for many people. It was a very rude awakening when I saw so much blatant disrespect everywhere. I kept hearing these phrases in the news, at school, or just everywhere, and it was making me so frustrated. Does this bother anyone else? I'm sure I'm not the only one. The world has gotten so disrespectful, and sometimes I don't think they even realize how bad it sounds. I hear people saying, but I don't respect my mom and dad because blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I get it, but they're still your parents. Ephesians 6:1 says, "Children, obey your parents in the Lord, for this is right." The verse doesn't say because they are right. I know parents may not always be right in their behavior, but God says that it is right, meaning it is right to show honor to them either way. It says honor your parents, not because they're always right, but because they're your parents. And I can't stand it when I hear people say, I don't like the cops because blah, blah, blah. Yeah, but they're still police officers and are authority figures. Or, I don't like our president because he makes bad decisions. Whether that's true or not, he's still our president. And God says to show him respect. Titus 3:1 says, remind them to be submissive to rules and authorities, to be obedient, and to be ready for every good work. And teachers and parents, I know that my generation can be nasty. I've heard it and it makes me sick. So please, continue to model respectful behavior for us. That means when you're talking to your friends in the other room, when you're frustrated with your boss, and even while you're driving, we're always watching. And whether we want to admit it or not, we take after you. But Jonathan, how do we know who to respect and who not to respect? Well, God knew we would have that very question, so he gave us 1 Peter 2:17, which says, honor everyone, period. It doesn't say honor everyone in authority or honor everyone that's caring for you. It says honor everyone. We don't have to agree with them. They may do horrible things. But even when Nero was burning Christians like candles to light up his courtyard, what does Peter say during this? He says to honor all men, honor the emperor. So when God tells us to honor everyone, he means everyone. Good, bad, doesn't matter, because every one of us was created in God's image. So being disrespectful shames us as Christians, and that has to stop. When someone yells at us or makes an unfair decision, we cannot allow emotions to take control of our behavior. Yes, the Bible tells us that we are to be angered at certain situations, but we must continue to behave honorably. We are Christians, and we should represent Christ well. Ladies and gentlemen, we are held to a higher standard than the rest of the world. It's time for us to remember that. 2 Timothy warns us that in the last days, people will be boastful, proud, abusive, ungrateful, and disobedient to their parents. God warns us this was going to happen, so we need to be on our guard. With that being said, I have a job for all of us in this room, and that is to show respect not just to God, not just to our authority, not just to the people that we like, but to everyone, just as we've been raised to do. Thank you.